Hey, how's everybody doing on a Sunday? Let me get this out of my ear. It's on there again. What I done. I still don't know. One second. Can you listen to this? Whoever's out there, hello. And really sorry for the audio issue. Okay. Nope. Okay. So you say the audio is fine? Okay. Well, what I've got is it's in my ear. It's way too loud. So let me turn it down. Okay. Okay. A bit weird EQ, but you hear me. Okay. The air conditioning is running over here, and um, yeah, I'm on the earbud. Are you getting an echo? Is what I want to know. Oh, there is a delay. Working on it. Sorry. Test 1 2. How's that? Thank you. That's what I was trying to get. Turn this back up just a smidge. Okay. Now I got the comments are coming into my ear. So if you comment, I'll be able to hear the question, and most likely I can hear it. And if I can't understand it, I'll read it over there. So let me give y'all a little idea of what I've been working on here. Okay, y'all ready? A lot of you know I've been molding on these plastic bodies as my experiments. Okay, and the at first I started off I was going to build a front out of plastic, and what you have to understand about a guy with ADHD brain is he's going to change what he's doing a lot. So my mind is like, this is going to be the top of the guitar, and I had it all figured out. And then I got it, and I put it on one of these big pieces of, good God, this is bird's eye maple, this piece of wood right here. It is so heavy. Oh, let me lower this down to the table a little bit. Sorry. That's the chimney when I ain't over bad. Okay, now, so anyway, I made this, and I was going to just put it on here and put a block of wood in the back. And I came up with the idea of gluing it together with acetone, because acetone and ABS just it bonded like crazy to this piece of mahogany here. So yeah, I think it'll bond to anything if I do what I want to do. So the idea, I'm gonna cut out a body slab like this, okay, and then I'm gonna rabbet a binding channel 3/16 of an inch all the way around, about 3/8 of an inch thick, say, okay, deep. Then we're going to flatten this completely flat perfect to where it goes down over the rabbit and fits against the wood, and it should fit smooth and flat. So that's what I'm hoping. So that was the idea I started with on this, and I'm still going to do it, but I'm not doing it with this body. I decided that this body, I'm going to pour it full of something. So anybody got any ideas what we can pour inside this mold and make a guitar out of noodles or nails or I don't know, epoxy, foam, I don't know, liquefied wood. I don't know what. Y'all come up with an idea and we'll put it in it. Okay, so that's what the idea for this body is. This going to get something poured in it, and then once it's done, we'll machine some pickup holes in it, put a bridge in it, and before we pour the epoxy in, we'll put a block of wood through the center of it for the neck and the bridge. So, and then we'll pour epoxy around it. So it'll be all epoxy over the top. So yeah, it'll probably be better to have something that's not see-through to do this and make a funky whatever. But yeah, somebody come up with an idea, y'all drop it on me. I'd love to hear your ideas. Okay, so that's where this one's gone to. We decided to go that way. So, and then I first made a right-handed Telecaster top, and I got to looking at it, and a buddy of mine said, well, why don't you make a back instead, and then we can put real pretty wood on the front. And I said, oh, well, I just thought about this completely butt backwards, didn't I? So yeah, so I changed that plan, guys, and instead of going that way, which I've got this one, we're going to do this something with it, I went ahead and made one that you could make a left-handed guitar. I mean, a right-handed guitar, but it'd be the back. So as you see here, this would be the back of a right-handed guitar. And then we can put a real pretty piece of wood on the front and do the same treatment around here. We'll cut the wood and put a binding channel on it and let the binding channel just slide right into here like, well, cut the binding channel like this, okay, on the side like that, and just let it slide right down on the guitar like that. There you go. Whoever's out there, hello. Good to see you in. Just got any questions, drop them. Hey, I love to talk with y'all comments, and I can hear them in the ear. So if you comment, I'll catch them. Hello, Lisa. How you doing, darling? I had a lot on my mind, and I just decided the best way to get this out was this and do it. I done 5 hours on Twitch Friday night, and I'm still tired from it. Yeah. And then a lot's been going on in life. But I told you about Dad, and they took him to the hospital. My sister called me about 5 minutes ago, said he's going home, and he's getting a full home care nurse for a while till he gets everything figured out and back on his feet. So, yeah, all right, that's what's happening there. So, yeah, and then I made a harmony guitar too, guys. So, yeah, this is a little harmony guitar. It's kind of thin. How you doing, Backwoods? It's not as sad as when they took him to the darn hospital with 84% oxygen, okay? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better inside now than I was, yeah, this time yesterday. Yeah, it had me worried there. It did. He's 88, and, you know, I guess he went out to eat with some friends from the church, and they went to the fish camp to eat last Friday week ago. And that's where it come from. And I was around him on Sunday after that, took him to church, and yeah, but he didn't show any sign Sunday when I was with him. And Monday he went to the lake with my sister, and he was already sniffly when he got there. So we think he probably picked it up on Friday, and it replicated, and I've tested myself twice, so I know I don't have it. So I'm probably too crazy to get COVID. But anyway, guys, what all y'all got in your minds? Tell me what's in your worlds. I mean, I just burning up in this office in here. The air conditioning been running all day. It's set on 72. How about right there? That's bad, Lisa. 84 degrees. That guitar sitting right there, and the air conditioning's at 72. And the wood shop, I checked the temperature earlier, and it was over 100 on my shopsmith machine, like 107, something like that. It's crazy. So yeah, Lisa, I hate to hear that, dear. You know, I'm kind of in the same thing. I got a couple sisters that help out, but my dad is 88 and can't drive anymore because of his eyes. And I love him to death, and I want to spend all the time with him I can. And I haven't been able to see him in a week. And but yeah, he does great on everything. His only thing is his bathtub's a little hard for him to get his feet up and get over it. So as soon as he gets over this, I'm gonna tear his bathtub out and build him and put him a shower in. That he's got a real low base to get in, and that ought to help him out. And I'm gonna get that done. So I'll be a little slow on content when I start doing that. But yeah, I found out something. Um, you take a live stream and then edit it into a video. Well, first of all, you got to be careful when you say what you say, or you just completely ruin all your footage, and it has to be voiced over. And the other thing is, uh, it's a good way to use it and get my energies out. And so, instead of being so much on so many YouTubers, in which I'm going to do some, a couple times a week probably, but I got in me to do 6 a week. A lot of times or 5. So, in 4 days last week, I streamed 11 or 12 hours, I think it was, on Twitch. Yeah. And the thing is, I can take all of that footage, download it, and put it in my edit and break it in software and put it in. And, well, I took 3 hours the other night, and y'all got to see 4 minutes of it. That's where that footage came from. That was shot from my live stream. So there'll be sometimes people will talk to me or ask a question, and it comes in my ear. And so I'll be working down here, and they'll ask a question, and I'll just answer it. Or I won't even look up, and I'll answer it because they're going to hear me. And it's a strange experience getting used to doing that. And it can screw up your footage terrible, but I'm learning. And I now know the battle Ben does with that. And my method doesn't work because I've always used a method recording that when I do a take, it's like that just started a new take, okay? And then I do it, and if it's bad, okay, keep going. So I talk or do whatever, get ready, and I want to do another, make sure I get a good take. 2 take, let me going. I'm taking a take. You do the take, and it's perfectly good, and I like it. 3 claps. Now, when you start editing, you look at your timeline, and you slide across there, and when you see 3 claps, back up to 2 claps, that's where you want to start. See, this way I knew to keep it easy for me to find the good stuff. So it's like, here it starts, and well, that one's bad. Here it starts, and that one's good. Back up to start that. So anyway, Lisa, what you think about my editing idea? Is that usable for people that do editing work? I don't know. So yeah, but yeah, guys, I just had a good week. I punched out all these plastic bodies on the 3D, on the thermoforming machine, and I figured out how to make the seam to glue the plastic and the wood together to make that happen. And I looked at this great big piece of bird's eye maple and felt how heavy it was. This piece of wood right here, just like this right here, I'm gonna guarantee weighs more than that whole guitar with all the hardware on it. That one piece of wood weighs more than that. I about guarantee it. I mean, it's unbelievable how heavy this piece is. And I said, nah, I can't use that for a back. That completely defeats the purpose. So, yeah. Right. Did y'all see the when I was taking the part out of the machine and it was up in the mold? I don't know if I might have put the part in, but I took a hammer, big old rubber hammer about that big around, and whack, whack, whack. Just beat the fool out of them. And the video it's in the video. It's in editing right now. It's going to be out probably tomorrow. But it's the ones where I made the backs, and it shows more of the making the mold part. So if somebody wants to send me a mold, then this is how you make it to send it. So I can make you a back. And I got a base already for a big YouTuber that wants a back. And I got a couple of my buddies, Jaybird and Lucifer, both want one. So yeah, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. And we may just make an ovation style guitar that you can actually hold and it's flat instead of round. Yeah, because they don't work with me. Yeah, not built for my body. Yeah, so I don't know. That's what I just asked you. What should I use? What would you put in it? What would you put in this? And then here, give you a good little look at it. It's got a nice little shape. It's ready. I'm just going to close the end back up. I can glue the end, put a piece on it and glue the end back. And then we'll do it. And then it'll come out like that out of the mold, what we do. And the neck pocket will be the right size because the plastic was on the inside is the right size. So to use this on a guitar, I was going to have to cut this like this for the neck to go into the pocket. But doing it the other way, when I take it off, the neck pocket will be big enough for a neck, and I have to make one bigger to fit it. So I can make one smaller to fit that, but I don't want a neck in plastic. I want it in a chunk of wood. So, yeah, I'll use a mold release. You see this? You see that mold release in there? No, that was not mold release. This one's got it. My water bottle just hit the floor. I used mold release on this one last night. Now give me a guess what you think that mold release was. Well, that little microphone picks up everything, doesn't it? Yeah. Get some water. You got it, daughter. Baby powder. Sometimes I use cornstarch because it's a little bit finer, but I couldn't find any in the house, so I swiped the baby powder. Wow, you can hear stuff touch the table. I have to get that microphone on a stand off the table. We'll use it. But yeah, y'all ready for my big old YouTube microphone? All them big YouTubers using big old microphones. Y'all seen them, right? There's mine. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Well, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Wasn't going to come in but a minute. I just had all this energy in me and all that good news of Dad getting out of the hospital and going home. And even he's got a nurse there for right now till, they get him where he's over to COVID completely and I can go over there. That's what I have to deal with. But yeah, they didn't want me going because my wife's got so many issues. I couldn't bring them home to her. So yeah. Anyway, Sunday afternoon, get your mind clear and yeah, fiberglass maybe work. It's something. It kind of needs to be something I can just. My idea, at least, is. Let me flip back around. Get back to it. Is put a block of wood from here up to the neck pocket. Okay, so it's got something to bolt to, and then pour everything else. Which would be like up to here on the sides of the neck. On the sides of that wood block I put in, and then the same, here, all this would fill, and then it'd be filled here, and I'd leave this block off the end just enough for it to fill in, and then we'd be able to drill to get to the wood block, put in the strap button. So, and then there'd be something right here to put the bolt to here, but I need to leave it. Well, the problem is trying to pour over it. Now that's the reason I was thinking translucent something, but if I do translucent, it's probably not gonna Yeah, it'll take a deep pour resin, I'm sure. Yeah, you're right. But I don't know. I can just pour resin, but then that's just resin. I want to put something in it to make it look good, but it's kind of hard to do that unless you make it translucent, and it's hard to make it translucent when it's got a block of wood running through it. And well, you can make the block of wood a feature. There you go. So we'll make the block of wood look really good. Hi, Woodshed. Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you coming in. Thank. Yeah, that would work, and then the epoxy would kind of float it out, or I may have to suspend it in there to get it where it's not touching the front, so I can get a layer of epoxy on the front of it. Uh, yeah, there you go. Now see, now that's what I wanted, people to start giving me ideas, because the worst thing you can do is give me an idea, because I started off with this going on here. Now I'm wanting to fill it full of resin, and then I was going to take this and put a wooden front on it, which I'm going to do, and then I was going to build this Telecaster with this on the front. Well, no, this on the front, but now I'm going to build it with that on the back. So, yeah, the ADHD takes over sometimes, guys, and y'all just make it worse. No, really, I love y'all. Uh, I could do the cases, but I'm just not quite big enough on the machine. I need another, probably, I'd have to rebuild the machine and get about 10 more inches of, well, if I was going to do bases too, I'd have to get more than that. So I got to get the full length of the case plus about 4 inches in my machine to get it to work. So, but I could, and I could make them. I mean, we could figure it out and make exact copy of what your guitar molded like, but I ain't the guy to put a lining in it. That's for sure. I'm the mechanical guy. I'm not the sewing guy. Well, I can sew a little bit, but you wouldn't want to wear any pants I made. That's for sure. But yeah, I think this little guy, this Ambrosia, this Harmony, I think I decided to do this, guys. You ready? Well, that ain't it. Wrong side. All that clumping around making noise, ain't it? Okay. Y'all see that? And then we'll do like that. And just put a top together and make it, put a joint around it, and when I get done, it would be pretty much the same thickness as original Harmony was, or close. But I'm thinking that, but I want something that just looks good in there. Spray foam looks good, but and you could finish it, but I don't know. This one here was supposed to be deeper, but that's what I was asking Ben what the guy's name was. I was looking up Paul something. So Peter Brown, going to look it up as soon as we get off here before I go in the house and eat dinner. But yeah, this was supposed to be a deeper body, but it had a little wrinkle in it where the two bodies were sitting close together, and it made a wrinkle between them. So that's what caused that to have to happen. But we can still work with it and make what I want to make, experiments, So it's Frugal Fixer, Experimental Lutherie. Yeah, put that on the darn name description. That ought to drive Ben crazy. Hey, Lisa, did you notice? I don't think Ben noticed I changed my name today, did you? I never heard him say anything about it. I love to jerk his chain about that. So. But yeah, Peter Brown, I'm going to check it as soon as I get off. So, no doubt about that. I need educate. And you just educated me, and he'll educate me some more. Because what's that saying? Always be learning. Yeah, I'm always learning. So yeah. But anyway, hey, Lisa, I'm doing my live streams on Twitch, not at 1 o'clock in the morning now. So uh, yeah, I know he doesn't remember names. So you're right. Exactly. But yeah, I'm doing my live streams normally about 10:30 on my time, starting in and going for a while on Twitch. So if you want to watch them and just hang out, come by, check it out. Uh, I ain't figured out how to moderate it. I got a buddy who's trying to help me, and I got a chat bot that's supposed to do all that. But well, yeah, y'all know how that works. I don't even know how to turn the dang thing on yet. So there's a lot to learn in that world. They got all kind of different slang. Uh, uh, what is it? They use a raid. Okay, now I had one of them to happen Friday night. Okay, now you'd think somebody raided you, that'd be a bad thing. Man, let me tell you what, not a bad thing on the Twitch, because my buddy Hank come over, and when he brought he brought his whole stream to my stream when he was shutting down. So, oh cool, but he brought 18 people into my stream at one time, and I had going off on the screen and showed dynamite things, and every one of those little emoticons, this thing in my ear tells me what it is. So instead of me looking up seeing dynamite, 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 or sawdust, 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 it says that in my ear while I'm trying to keep my talk going to talk to you. So now we have a new thing to deal with, and it's a new skill to learn, that's for sure, to talk to you while your comments come in my ear and I pick them both up at once. Because normally I stop myself when you talk and listen. So I figured out eventually. Getting there. But then that's the other thing that messes up footage when you're going to take it from Twitch to YouTube. When people comment, you talk, then you put that in. You know what I'm saying. So I'm taking footage from there, and I think I'll be doing my first voiceover. And I'll try to turn up all the bass and everything, make it sound different. Yeah. I got a voice changer in my other pedal, my guitar pedal. I can sound like three old ladies singing if I want to. So these videos of me doing that craziness out there, don't worry. It's on the guitar channel. I mean, on the gold prospecting channel. On the live stream, I done a skit all by myself and had 4 voices programmed in my TC Helicon pedal. And I had an old man and a woman, and I had a drunk, and well, I had like 4 different voices. It's the funniest thing in the world. And I may hook it back up and do it again one day just to mess with people. But it is kind of different. On that channel, I was getting bored, and I had to. I was doing crazy stuff, and when I first got ready to close it, stop posting over there, it got where I was putting too crazy stuff for even me. So yeah, I figured I'd just give it a break for a while. Burned out on it anyway. So yeah, guys, hey, thank y'all for dropping in. I got this out of me, and y'all there to help me morally support me, I guess, and that matters a lot. And I just want you to know I appreciate y'all, brothers and sisters both. Lisa, my little sister, I appreciate you. And your mom, like I say, if you're taking care of her and doing that, then you got your hands full there. And her mom and dad, I think you said mom and dad, I think. So yeah. Well, they took care of you when you was little and done all that. And mine done it for me, so that's the reason I do it for them now. So yeah, since things changed and mom left, dad needs a lot. And, well, I'm there for it because I want to be. Got to be. So guys, everybody be good. We love y'all. Hey, take care of your parents, Lisa, and hope they're all doing well. And yeah, prayers out to them all. Okay. And Woodshed, take care of yourself, brother. I appreciate you. Everybody. It's time for me to slide way over there to the computer now to turn myself on. I can't type comments because the computer's over there and I'm over here now. But it kind of works. I do have a hookup on my other program that I can change camera scenes and turn mics on and off and turn the volume up and down, all from a cell phone. So we'll be using that on the other, but I'm still learning it. Yeah. OBS software to run this other stuff and record it all. Lord have mercy, that's a learning curve for an old man. Yeah. Be good, guys. We'll see you next time, and love to y'all. Get out of there. Make something cool. Show them. Oh, I forgot. One more thing. I have a community button as of this afternoon. Craziest thing in the world. I went down to the help section on my studio there, and I said help, and I had a screen up that showed my channel, how many subscribers, over 500, and it had in the description bar up there, how do I get my channel button turned on? And a question mark, thanks Spike, and it screenshotted that. So I sent that to them, and then in the description I asked them if they could please help me out with it. You ready for this? Within 5 minutes, my community button was on. Now, don't know if it's got to do with that email or not, but dang, I learned something. Squeaky wheel gets the grease, as always. But now there's one out there. So I put a community post up earlier asking what to put in this. So go by and check it out and put a comment in. The first one, I'd like to see it get used. I'm trying to come up with creative ways to use that button. And we'll find some. Watch a lot of YouTube videos and learn that stuff. Be good. Later. Love you, my brothers and sisters.